So this right here is my first raid level, Robtop Industries, and it was raided about a year ago on January 19th, 2022. So this right here is Robtop Industries in the actual level, which is something I made about a year ago. And to be honest, I don't really know what to think about this level. I think it definitely could be a lot better. It's not the best, but it's okay. But for a few months now, I've had the idea, what if we just buff this level into the absolute hardest thing that can possibly exist? Because I've had this level rated for almost a year now, with me recording this video when I upload. It's probably going to be on the exact date it's been a year. So why not celebrate by super buffing the crap out of this level into one of the hardest things that I have created. Because seriously, this level means a whole ton to me because of how, like, it made me into, like, someone who's actually kind of, like, a well-off creator. So yeah, that's Robtop Industries right there. So let's go ahead, copy the level, Robtop Industries buff. And let's go ahead, start buffing the crap out of this level. So if I'm going to start out, I feel like this ship is way too easy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to extend this platform, a few of these platforms, up to make these ship sections a bit tighter. Yeah, just like that. That's our first simple buff of the level. We can add another gear right here and make this really tight. I might move it down a bit to make it a little bit easier. And before I say anything, I'm not verifying this. This is going to be way too hard for me to verify. But if anyone will verify this, you get all the credit you deserve because this will be insane. Anyway, though, let's copy these gears right here. What it's going to do is place them a little bit smaller, though, so you can move through them. So you can get that nice, very tight area that you have to move through. And then for good measure, let's add another subblade right in the middle like that. Yeah, that's hard. I might have to nerf that, but we'll keep it as it is for now. In the middle of these structures, we could add some, like, saw blades, I guess. I might just make that a bit smaller there, and then move that up a bit because I don't want it to be ugly. Because I want to keep the decoration of this level intact. And then here, I've actually thought, what if we just add some, what if we add some orbs? Yeah, like that. You can't hit these orbs. We could move this structure up along with it as well. And it kind of goes with the music, too. If you hear that. Yeah, I like that, how it goes with the music like that. If we have this orb here as well, we probably should remove this as air deco. Add some more orbs to go along with the music. Because it really syncs well with the music, adding these orbs in the middle like that. So if you see that with the hitbox, this is how much room you actually have to hit the button before you enter the hitbox of the orb. Because if you enter the hitbox of the orb, you will activate it. What if we add an orb that you should hit? Ooh, okay, I really like that. So yeah, you hit the orb. And because of hitting that orb, you have to be really careful of your movements and not hit the structures. Yeah, and some more simple buffs like this. Actually, what if we just make it so like it lines up with a mini portal like that, and then bring the structure up too. And then once again, we'll add some gears on the sides to make it hard. And then an orb in the middle of this entire thing so you can't hit it in here. And to end off the ship section, we'll just push these platforms up a little bit more. And I think that's the first ship section of the level right here. Oh, no, we don't want that. That's actually impossible. Yeah, that's the first part. That's actually really fucking hard. But anyway, now we get to the drop of the level. And we really should take a lot of emphasis on making this wave part as hard as possible, because everyone is really good at wave nowadays. So what I'll just do for this first buff is just add some spikes on the edges like this. Except I feel like that's still a little too easy. So what we'll do is add these gears that were just meant to be only decoration, and then add them on the top here in the middle of the spikes. In this part, I'll just not let you touch the blocks, and you're just gonna have to land on the, avoid the spikes like this. So yeah, you just have to go through here. And to avoid a skip, just add another spike there. And then once again, because I'm evil, we'll add some more spikes right here, along with another saw blade in the middle. Oh, and then as well, gotta hit that because it goes along with the music. Yeah, it goes dun dun ding. We'll add a portal here to prevent you from not clicking the orb. And then of course, we're just gonna buff this as hard as possible. We're literally just gonna make it like the first wave in Slaughterhouse. Because who cares about quality in levels now? You know what, that's too mean. We'll just do this. And then right here, another blue orb like that. You know what, I didn't think about this. Why don't we just make these fixed hitboxes? Just like that. Yeah. Oh, that's evil, but it's what I wanted to do. Remember, our aim is to make this as hard and horrible as possible. We don't want the person who's trying to play this, trying to beat this, to freaking have a good time. We want them to suffer. Add the fixed hitbox spike, however you say it, to here. And once again, fixed hitbox spikes. Never mind, they're not fixed hitbox spikes. I forgot them. Oops. Now they're fixed hitbox spikes. And once again, we'll add these. Make this as unbearable as possible. So yeah, you have to really squeeze yourself through there. And then once again, add the fixed hitbox spikes. Then you have to get through this gap right here and wave your way through this at 2 times speed, by the way. And that is the wave part. I'm just making sure that this is actually possible. It is possible. Oh my god, bro. Okay. Now it's time to buff this ball. This gameplay is already horrible, but it's hard, which is my focus. Alright, next up, this ball part, which I can quickly do since it's one of the shortest parts of the level. We can add a black orb here, actually, that you have to, like, click very precisely. I think I might want to do this for hitboxes, actually. Show hitboxes, you can show the player trail like that, so you can see where the hitbox is to make, like, things frame perfect. I want to make this as close to a frame perfect as possible. Maybe I'll just take this, and then along with it, add a spike. And how about just every single side? So yeah, you have to get through this. And you can see with the hitbox trail that this is a really tight gap. I might just be a little nice here. And then you have to go up here and then immediately go back down. Like that, but it's pretty easy like that. No, I think I'm going to keep on using these little things actually, and just use it kind of as a like little thing here. Except we don't really need it on top there. We can just copy the spike here and move it as close as possible here. So we can still kind of keep the deck out of the level. And then be really rude here by adding these spikes right here. So you have to really time that. Yeah, that is not easy. And I want that to be a very late click, this blue orb. I want you to click that really late. And to do that, yeah, we're just gonna add these spikes right here. And then like that, create a timing like this. And then finally, the final buff of the ball part here, we're just gonna add these. Again, these are like the theme, the structures of this ball part. Is that possible? Did I make that? No, it's possible. Holy, I thought I made that impossible. Yeah, I don't care. This is going to stay as hard as it is. Because I want this to be just impossible. And now we get to the spider part. Oh yeah, there's a coin there. I don't know what do I want to do with the coin? You know what? We're just gonna make it as hard as possible. Now that may look impossible, but the spider can just barely squeeze through that. Yeah, see? Look at the hitboxes there. This is a possible click. We could add some like double clicks in here as well. Taking inspiration from Aina Sakatsu real quick. And then here as well, we can add another spike. Making more simple buffs like that, so you have to click very late on there. This part needs to be buffed for sure. This is too easy. There we go. How I like it. Oh, I just realized you can't go up here because you're a big spider. Yeah, let's remove that spike so you can just like do that. This is what the classic buffed easy level looks like. It's a bunch of gears all over the place. You can add one last gear right here. So now we have our buffed spider part, which hopefully is possible. I don't think that's possible. So to fix that, just nerf it a bit. Yes, it's possible though now, but like, it's super hard. You have to click really fast for this one part right here. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's the entire buffed spider part. That was way too hard, but yeah, there it is. Now it's time for the ship section. We can add some like portals. Now I'm just buffing the ship section by making it so tight. We should also move this down to make it look a bit better. And then add some more orb jumps like that right there. And we'll also add this as well to the end. Yeah, there we go. That's the ship part. Now we reach the cube part. But first off, buff this first click. You know what? I have a good idea actually. Old Robtop Industries used to have a really blind jump here. So what if we just add a blind jump? Just like that. With buffing it as well. Yeah, there we go. It's awful. But that's what old Robtop Industries used to have. Like, when it was rated, it used to have that, actually. But then I updated it because it was really bad. Add these spikes right here. Make that coin as unbearable as possible. So let's add this saw blade right here. What if I make it so you have to get the coin? For this part, I'll just add one of these saw blades right here. So you have to get the coin. And then there, we'll make it so you have to click that really late, but this platform's in the way. Yeah, there we go. We'll just add a half spike right here. Because this is probably the hardest click of the actual Robtop Industries level. So I think I'll just add that there. Let's copy this spike right here. Not, well, saw blade on spike. And move it up. So, and boom. You can also add a little bit of a spike inside of the orb. You have to hit it before hitting the hitbox. Another really tight jump. Okay, that is that might be a little too much. And then over here, add another gear. So you have to jump as late as you possibly can, and you'll land in between these two spikes. And then that's the entire cube part buffed. There we go. Yeah, it's possible. I'm probably gonna nerf that last click though. On to the UFO part. So I think it would be pretty cool to just add some spikes again. And then let's add the gears right here that I made. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna buff this part by adding a ton of gears like this. You can never go wrong with gears. They're like the perfect thing to buff levels like this. And then we'll just make this full spikes. But we could also make it a little bit, teeny tiny bit harder by half spacing them down like that. And there we go. We have a really tight gap that's possible. I also should probably change this to be full spikes as well here. And then the dash warp here, you have to do another really specific time as well. We're just basically doing what I did with, we're just literally going with the hitbox trail right here. And then for here, I'll just add these double spikes, I guess, like this. That you have to jump through, of course. Plus, we can just extend these higher. Okay, let's add another saw blade right here. And then afterwards, bring this down. Yeah, there we go. Got a pretty tight click. It's really hard to buff things with like moving objects like this because you just can't tell where they're going to move. And then we should probably scale this all the way down, like really down, so it doesn't intersect. Now let's just make the structures look a bit better because they're looking bad. Plus, let's move that up a bit and move this up, along with adding more saw blades. It's a common theme in this video. Saw blades, saw blades, saw blades. We have so many saw blades in this level. For this part, actually, I think it might be a good idea. Just add some pink orbs instead. We can do this to make it a little bit better to stop you from jumping so high. Yeah, we can move it up here a bit. Because this level is more to be enjoyed, like, just by looking at it than playing it, to be honest. We're buffed Robtop Industries because playing this would be horrible. Okay, we buffed the end. Now we just have the middle that needs to be buffed right here because why would this gameplay, why would it be suddenly so easy and then back to hard again? That's just dumb. We could add this. You have to click the orb like there. But you have to click the orb right before to hit the portal. Because otherwise, if you hit it when you're in the portal, that happens. So now we have a pretty big buff right here. Because not only do you have these gears, but you have to click this orb right before you hit the yellow portal. And finally, these gears again, which we have now finally buffed the UFO part. We just have the ship right here and then the final robot. Oh yeah, you can go up here actually. So I'll probably just add another saw blade up there. There we go. Yep, it is possible still. It is a possible part. Alright, now on to the ship. Let's just first off tighten up the ship gaps. Let's just tighten them up a bit because they do have move triggers on them that move them down or up, makes them less tight. What we could do actually is add full spikes like this. We can add these to the blocks. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we have a really tight gap that's still possible. Afterwards, we'll just make this gap really tight. Actually, like that. So let's just do the buff like that. There we go. Actually, because you're mini here, it's probably a better idea to make it like tight. And what I mean by tight is this tight. Oh my god. I actually did the movements in here. I don't care that's over the decoration now. I don't really care about the deco. I just care about making this as hard as possible. These saw blades that were here, I will now make them start to close in as well. And then the coin. If you get the coin, move this down. So if you get the coin, you're gonna have to really maneuver yourself really well here. And afterwards you got that, and then we can move this down in here as well. Now we're big again, so we have to consider that. We can't have them as tight as this. Increase the saw blade, and then afterwards, we'll just do this, even though they won't exist here, actually. Because if you don't know here, this thing comes up. So we could increase to be really, really tight, these things, which are on group 363. So maybe minus 50? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, okay. Except I might make it fair and just have the hitboxes in the, like, if you just touch the line, then that's when you die. Like that. There you go. Yeah, like that. That's perfect, actually. Yeah, that's good. Okay. First off, though, I need to make sure the ship part is actually possible, and then we can move on to the next part. So let's just check on if the ship part is possible. I have created something impossible. Okay, that's probably gonna be nerfed. It's possible, but I don't think I want it to be that hard. Let's do that, because it might even just be a trouble trying to make a replay bot for this. Now it's just a little too easy, but it's fine, I guess. It just has insane choke points. Now on to the final part, which is gonna be the robot part. We could have these little spikes right here. I can probably move this structure down. You know what? I think I'm just gonna remove that. Yeah, and then we could add a tiny little spike right here, and a buff like that. Yeah, there we go. Got a little hard jump like that, and we could also just do this. Ooh, what if we do? We could have these be like really tight. Maybe we can move these in a little bit more. Maybe we'll see. Okay, no, it's not. Maybe make these into, like, small spikes, I guess? Yeah, okay. And then we should probably buff this pink orb in some way. We could move this platform down, so like that. And then we could probably add a saw blade. Except that is not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to go that low. I kind of want to do something like a Shardscapes click. So you land on here, and along with it, add that, and then paste the color from here, and then there we go, got the clicks. Yeah, there we go. That's how you're supposed to do the click. Oh my god. And then you have to go up here. I'm gonna make it just as late as you possibly can hit. I might just add another half spike here. We can, instead of it being a yellow orb like that, we can have it be a blue orb that goes in between these two structures. Except it's not supposed to be like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, it's possible. Yes, it is possible. It is a possible click. Okay. But it's just really hard. Then instead we can just add this and then boom. It is possible now. Okay. And, well, we have one last thing to do actually, because that was not the last click. I forgot. We need to make a really hard last click. By the way, original Robtop Industries was going to have like a fake quad spike at the end that you couldn't jump over, like right here, but then it would disappear at last second. Yeah, jump over this. Yeah, that's the last jump. Nice. Okay. Well, real quick, actually, I need to check if the robot part is possible. Wait, is it possible? Is this jump actually possible? I think this jump's impossible. Let's make it possible. Yes. Okay. Yep. There we go. It's all possible. The entire level, the entire buffed Robtop Industries is possible. Dude, that was a lot. Dude, I've been recording for 2.5 hours buffing this entire thing. Real quick, actually, I should probably change the end screen. What do I want to rename it? I like that. I like that end screen. There we go. Alright, now we can go ahead and bot the level real quick. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm realizing how hard I made this level. Because it's already taking a while to get through all this. But we're not even 25% into the level. We're not even a quarter way through, and we already have 100 attempts. And then the blind jump, yep, there's that. I really made this timing impossible. Well, not impossible, like, extremely difficult. Yeah, this ending is actually quite unforgiving. So now we have the botted. Now it's time to finally show the entire thing. Alright, so I don't really expect anyone to beat this monstrosity of a level, but if anyone somehow does, massive shout out to whoever does it. I mean, people may make progress on this monstrosity of a level, and it's horrible. I do not want anyone to suffer through it. Please do not play this unless you want to suffer. This was all made for entertainment purposes, just to make a buff level that was super buffed. There is no way, I don't think anyone will beat this, even though the practice run took me 400 attempts, which was way less than I thought it was going to be. So, if that says anything about the difficulty of this level, there it is. So yeah, this is just a really stupid idea, but I want to make something content. So yeah, there we go, buffed Robtop Industries. I'll see you guys in my next video. Maybe I'll do this with no tan sometime in September this year, because that's when it was rated last year. So yeah, anyway, see you guys.